And a man, a white guy, stopped me and told me I could not get into the members' elevator. And, you know, we have pens, and I was going to vote. And he blocked me from getting into the elevator and told me I was not a member of Congress and it was for members only. I said, sir, I'm a member of Congress. And I showed him my pen, and he said, whose pen did you steal?
Y'all know she lying. This video is brought to you by Ground.News. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to the channel. Like this video, comment on it, try that video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, Representative Barbara Lee is an exemplification of the things that I always talk about, and that is black victimhood. It's really funny to me that they love to bring ignorant black people onto the television to try to promote their agenda. And these dumb, ignorant black people push an agenda that they honestly know is not true, but they want to do it to get political leverage over the Republicans. This lady lied about a racial encounter to try to prove the point against the Republican Nikki Haley. The point that Nikki Haley was saying was that pretty much racism is a dying sport in America, and the Democrat can't let that narrative ride because their entire platform is on America being racist and them making you promises they never gonna deliver on, because you cannot deliver on a promise of a boogeyman. Racism in America is the boogeyman that most people will never see and never have no real interactions with. But they have to try to get one up on the Republicans so they'll make up a complete lie to do that. Let me tell you this real quick. Ground.News is where I found this article, and one thing I like about Ground.News is they're always balanced. When I go and look at stuff, man, I don't want to see one side of it, or when I read something, I want to know what the source is. So when you go to Ground.News/Tatum, you go on and get a subscription. This is me logged into my subscription, and it tells you exactly where you can find these articles at. So Barbara Lee, she shares her experience dealing with racism at the Capitol building, which I'm going to prove to you with this video that she completely lied. But you could tell who's reporting on it, the left. It's very minimum that the conservatives are reporting on that because it's BS. But then when you see the articles, you see InfoWars, you see these other articles, you can see what their proclivities are, right? You got mixed factuality, lean left, you got lean right, lean left. And then also you can see the factuality here and then the ownership. Make sure y'all go to Ground.News/Tatum to get all sides of every news story. Subscribe through my link for 30% off unlimited access. That's 30% off unlimited access. Get you some Ground News today. I encourage you to go on here and look at these articles, and you will realize that racism is a farce. And let me show you an example of the farce. So Miss Hannah May Pants, or whatever her name is, look at this line, Beehive. And I want you to play this clip, and you're going to hear the lie right away, but I'm going to disprove her right after the clip. Y'all wrote a clip.
These are not little kinks, first of all. Racism, institutional racism, is in the DNA of this country.
Institutional racism is in the DNA in this country. You are a part of the institution. What are y'all talking about? Democrats, diversity, inclusion, and delusion. Y'all the most diverse party, right? You are a representative, right? You are part of the institution, right? How's the institution racist? And you the part of it, so you're a part of racism. And then y'all same fools go vote for a white man to be the president. If the institution is so racist, then why are black people voting for white people to be president? Y'all lockstep with Joe Biden. All right.
When you look at what has taken place, look at our Native Americans, the genocide of Native Americans.
They're always going back to Native Americans. Look, there was a war fought and they lost. Do you want Mexico to take back Texas? There's wars that are fought and people lose. Just like the Civil War in America. The Confederacy lost. The Union won. Was it a genocide of the Confederacy? Come on, man. When
you look at what is taking place as it relates to African Americans, the 250 years plus of enslaving African Americans, and then you look at the disparities now.
Only in the South. There was no slavery in the North. The history of slavery is in the South. And more black people kill each other today in a 6-month period than the entire recorded legacy of lynching in America. Go look it up for yourself.
In our community, in terms of health care, unemployment, the wealth gap, housing,
y'all leading the community.
You can't tell me that systemic racism does not exist. It's not just a little kink.
Watch her tell a lie.
Secondly, you have personal racism, which is hard to address, but I'll give you one little story that shows you why we need to understand it. I don't think she really understands racism.
Okay.
I was walking from the House building on Capitol Hill to the Capitol, and a man, a white guy, stopped me and told me I could not get into the members' elevator. And you know,
okay, a white, y'all listen to it. She's in the Capitol building. I've been to the Capitol building. I walked through there. She's telling me, or telling us that a white man, just a random white dude? Are you talking about security? Are you talking about another congressional member? Because if a person know what the members hall is or a members door that you have to get through, that person must be familiar with the Capitol building. That person must be familiar with the chambers. So therefore, is this a regular person, which she's ambiguous, or is it an acting member of Congress or a security guard or Capitol Police? She would know that. And if she knew it and the person was racist against her, she would report that person. But when it's a lie, you make up some ambiguous white boogeyman that stopped you.
we have pens, and I was going to vote. And he blocked me from getting into the elevator and told me I was not a member of Congress and it was for members only. I said, sir, I'm a member of Congress. And I showed him my pen, and he said, whose pen did you steal? Now, this is an example of what personal racism is.
No, finish it, lady. You said that you showed him your pen, and he asked you, an older woman, probably dressed in a pantsuit, who pen did you steal that from? Do y'all really believe that story? And then, of course, the racism is a lie that she's explaining because she don't tell the conclusion. What happened next then? If you're an actual congressional member, you show him a pen, and then he said who you steal it from. What did he do next? He had to let you through, or what happened? You didn't get the vote? And if he obstructed you from voting, you didn't report him? Y'all, she making this stuff up. And y'all gotta stop. Black people, y'all gotta stop this. I'm always getting on y'all because nobody else will. Y'all gotta stop this lying. Y'all know this woman lying about racism. Ain't nobody stopped her in the Capitol building nowhere. Give us the date and time we could go pull the film. Because if you're going to do a vote, you know what day you did it. Go pull the film. And let's show a white man stopping you in the hallway. A rando. Not a white man with any kind of credentials, a rando just stopped you in the hallway just because you black. And it's 1,000 black people working in the Capitol building. You know these people because what happens is people have never been to Congress, and you wanna have this impression of racism. You think it's all white people. Man, every Secret Service member at the Capitol building in the White House are black. Every time I've gone, the entire staff that checks you in, at least at the White House, they're all black. In the Capitol Police, a lot of black people. There's a lot of black people in Congress. And you're telling me some random white dude like, well, there's black people in here. This old lady is trying to act like she in Congress and faking she got a pen. And I'm going to ask her, who you thugged that from? You know that didn't happen. Let me get out this video before I have a stroke up in here. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Get you the ground news. Make sure y'all go to ground.news/Tatum to get all sides of every news story. Subscribe through my link for 30% off unlimited access. That's 30% off unlimited access. Get you some ground news today.